Okay. Oh, my God. Monday, everybody. It's Sassy Monday.
Oh, is that what we're calling it? Sassy?
It's Sassy Mondays. It's Manic Mondays.
Just another Manic Monday. Not a cast hide. Hey, Frase, every day she'll make you say,
Oh, my God.
she's got the scoop on pop culture news, so grab a drink. It ain't what you think. It's Sarah.
The Guru.
Yes, bitch!
Yes, bitch. Yes. Welcome to the podcast, everybody. We're your hosts. I'm Sarah Fraser, along with the fabulous Andrea Lopez Comedy, a.k.a. AJ. Do you even want to be called AJ anymore? I feel like when we're out sometimes, people are like, is it Andrea or Andrea or AJ? And you're like, no, it's Andrea, but they just call me AJ on the show. I'm like, oh, are we not supposed to call you AJ?
No, it is an exhausting situation I have on my hands, Sarah.
Yes.
Not only do I look like the Pied Piper pirate, I also don't know what my name is. So on the podcast, I'm for sure AJ. We've made
good.
that a name. Yeah,
Okay.
love that. I think that's a thing. It's just when, I had my TV debut.
Your television
I was
debut, it
Andrea.
went by Andrea.
Exactly. So it gets a little confusing. But alas, here we are at the podcast. I'm AJ for you, baby.
Oh my God. Well, we have a lot to talk about. I mean, we went out on Friday night to Park Potomac, and boy, we had some loyal fans, and they gave us an earful.
They gave us their full and undivided attention as well as their opinions.
I mean, I love our listeners so much because you guys hold nothing back. There was a group of fabulous ladies who've been following myself for 100 years. And then now, of course, they love AJ on the show. And they unloaded everything from they listened to the podcast, We Don't Have Enough Sex. And I have to tell you, I feel like I have a complex now because listeners are coming up to me and they're saying that they really don't want me to have a baby. That they really thought that I was a part of a group of gals that was like forever going to be childless and like just a fucking slut. And like now I'm worried about disappointing, and like maybe our audience is all women that are living vicariously through us.
You know what's so funny? When we didn't have enough of baby talk, I feel like we heard from them and they were like, hey, bitch, when are you going to have a kid? When are you going to settle down? Like they wanted to hear more about like the mommy and the mommy blogs. You know what I mean? I thought that was like, I thought we really had a big base of mom listeners.
Okay, well, they're going to hate Wednesday's show because we're having on Dr. Shelby on how to get pregnant.
Okay, so this show, this is for all of our sex fiend whores. We love y'all. Wednesday, that's for our moms. Okay, we're trying to cover all bases here.
Well, it's so interesting to me because then after that conversation at Park Potomac, I had another woman come up to me and she's like, do you remember this hair salon that you used to go to?
Yeah.
My husband owns it. And when I told him that you were married, he did not believe me. Like, he said, no way. Sarah Fraser, married? No way. And I was like, what do I say to this one? Like, it's true. It's true. Like, and then I'm just like, oh my God, should I give up on marriage now? Because like everyone, y'all, if there's gambling, like everyone is gambling against me.
And they're not getting their money back. Well, it's funny because you're always asked, what kind of vibes am I giving off anyways? It's like, not the ones you want to be. Like, obviously people think you're going to be the single sucking on D your whole life. And here you are, ready to just buy the baby Bjorn for schman.
People are, I love the perception, but I'm worried. I mean, I feel like our audience could be gone.
It's so funny because they all...
It's like also, the thing is, I understand what they're saying because I also don't see myself fitting in with like the mom group.
Definitely not. Yeah.
I know.
You're not going to be waking up pumping milk. That's just not you.
No. And like, I see all these lovely women and they blog about and they love to talk about breastfeeding and the techniques and all this stuff. And I'm like, no. Yeah, nah. Fuck nah.
No, I think you could just totally revolutionize like mommying. And I know probably tons of women do this, but make moms cool again. You know
Make moms cool again?
Yes.
Okay.
Like start using the pumps as like fashion accessories.
Oh, there you go. All right, that would be great.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Like Mean Girls when she cuts the holes in the boobs. You should just suck on those boob pumps and, make moms cool again. That's what I'm saying. That's my speech today.
I mean, I'm going to have to because that was quite the, I loved all the conversations at Park Potomac. It was fascinating to me.
Yeah. Were you kind of like worried a little bit, anxious that you're like, fuck, I'm going to lose all my listeners? Or was it more like...
you know what I always walk away from. I always walk away when we do events, and I think to myself, I forget how invested people are in our lives.
Right?
And
yes.
I'm like, that means a lot. And it means a lot that they would even be, whatever emotions they have, disappointed, excited, happy for us, whatever. I'm always, to me, that is like the most amazing part, that they care that much.
I completely agree. And they actually ask for updates too.
And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like my whole life is an experiment. So I don't know if it's going to work out.
Exactly. We're trying it out. I mean, and then you might end up.
I don't know. Like, people are like, how's married life? I'm like, I don't know. Ask me in 2 years, because I have no idea where I'll be with Schman.
Right now it's fresh, right? We just walked down the aisle.
I'm in marital bliss with the Schman man, okay?
The Schman man.
We're out going to his soccer games. We're out going to brunch.
Yeah, that was so cute. I love when you get little tender moments of Schman, because I know he's not on social. So I love to see it.
Oh my God, me too. And Schman has had such a come up, as you've witnessed. I mean, when I first met him, he was like 35 or 40 pounds heavier. He didn't have one stylish shirt. Now he shops. Have you guys heard of the designer John Varvatos?
No, he's so new. I don't even know this designer.
John Varvatos is like men's clothing, high-end men's clothing. So my husband now goes to, I don't even know my husband could be gay. I have no idea what's going on. Now goes to Tyson's too, the high-end mall, to John Varvatos shop.
I mean, he's driving all the way out to Tyson's to hit up this high-end fashion store.
He loves to shop now. He loves to shop. So he's going out there. Now, he buys John Varvatos because of Howard Stern. So Howard wears...
Okay.
Yeah. So all of Howard's clothes is Varvatos, right? So now Schman, because Schman loves that show, goes out there and like gets on all their sales, goes out. So we go to brunch.
Love it.
He wants to come. Here I am starving, okay? I mean, I'm like, I got to eat. He's like, I got to go home and change, for my brunch outfit. So we have to
You're lying. You are fucking lying. This is
serious.
after the soccer game?
After the soccer game yesterday, yeah.
He's like, I got to go home, grab my brunch
So we
shirt.
go home. He pulls this like John Varvatos plaid number. Do you
I saw that.
Do you have the picture?
Actually, I saw that yesterday.
Okay, maybe Alyssa, our intern, can send it to you.
Is John Varvatos? It sounds like Barbados. I'm just going to call him Mr. Barbados.
Mr. Barbados.
Mr. Barbados, our new designer. Does he use a lot of pastels? Like, it looked to me like kind of
it's very
vineyard
rocker.
vines.
Like, it's
What?
very like I would say to me it's
rocker. The shirt
super-
is pastel plaid. What are you talking about? I'm looking up this right now. Hey, Frase story. You guys, it's on. Hey, because I remember looking at this.
Oh my God. Oh, okay. You know when you just like go into a high-end store, I don't know, the clothes are like
I want a close-up. I'm sorry. Did you just say this is rocker? Sarah, this is Easter fit. This is linen Easter Barbados fit.
Okay, well, they have an eclectic range at Barbados. Okay. There he is.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Go on, Mr. Barbados.
Mr. Barbados. Yeah. So anyway, now he's just,
the come
he's a
up
clothes
is
horse.
Real. So you guys, sometimes when I'm over your house, I mean, the most interesting things strewn around the apartment. I love it. It's like little nuggets I'm finding. And I pick up an old ID of Schman's. Y'all, I was like, did you pick this? Like, are you trying to like find the person that lost their ID? Because this is not Schmano.
I gotta bring it in, by the way. I will do a before and after picture.
You have to. It's mind-blowing.
Because that license, the first license was not from that long ago, maybe like 7 years ago.
What?
And then he had to get a new one because apparently we all have to get new licenses. Have you read this? Like everybody.
If you don't have the new purple in the DC. Okay, yeah, I do.
So he went early and got his. So anyway, that was only from like 7 years ago. And the change is like legit. Yeah.
Did you meet him when he kind of looked like that? Or
I met him when he looked
changes?
like that. He was like 35 or 40 pounds heavier and he used to wear like round Poindexter glasses. I was like, the fuck are you on? Like, and he like had the worst fashion. After like date 4, I cleaned out his room. I was like, I can't.
After date 4, hey, look, I'm coming in. We're doing a clean sweep of this.
I did. I was like, I can't. No, you need like a massive makeover. And then it's been like on ever since. And now like the skinnier he gets, like now he's just like all about the clothes.
Are we ever narcissistic for thinking we bring so much light and love into our men's lives?
No, not at all.
Okay, great. Because sometimes
I say to him all the time, I'm like, where would you be without me?
Thank you. I think Schmiggy is an amazing person, has hobbies, love him. He's so smart. But then I'm like, thank God you found me. It's like,
oh my God, you bring so much to him, like personality wise. And like, what would he be doing? Like, I don't feel like he'd have one laugh without you. Like, I mean, you must keep him entertained.
Thank you. Same for you, Schman. But then I think, am I being narcissistic? Am I a bitch for saying this? But you're
every woman
welcome.
feels that way.
Good. Am I? I sit there and I like ponder on the couch after we've had a good Saturday, and I'm just like, he's like, what do you think about over there? And I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm just staring at your face.
I'm thinking about how good your life is now that you met me.
Yes.
Really.
Honestly, though. Like, yeah, but the thing that bothers me is he doesn't realize that though.
Well, you guys are still young. Like,
I feel like Schman, you bring so much laughter into Schman's life, and I feel like they wouldn't even care if they were just sitting on the couch not laughing all day.
I harass him nonstop. Oh my God. Oh, we were watching this this Buzz Bissinger. Who did you ever know the book Friday Night Lights?
Okay, anyway, it's a show.
It's a show. It was based on a book. The guy that wrote it, but then this guy also co-authored Caitlyn Jenner's biography. Okay, you have to look him up. But he also is in his 60s and believes he's kind of a trans man.
Okay.
But hasn't like transitioned, and he's still married, and he's also into like leather. So there was just a documentary about him. And like, I don't know.
Interesting man.
I was just like talking to Dan. Like, I would not leave Dan if he became trans. I'd be so excited. I'd be like, let's get that vagina out and see what's going on.
No, you know, marriage gets a little stale. It's like, now I have a whole new person to invest in.
I wouldn't be upset
we can
at
go
all.
shopping together.
I know. I'd be so excited.
That would be honestly, I mean, it would be a lot for me. We would have to have an open relationship because where else, unless we're pegging, unless we're trying new stuff, I don't know where it could lead. But there's so many possibilities of where you could go.
I agree. Anyway, I think so. I was making him laugh at that.
You gave him a little chuckle?
Yeah. He was chuckling away. I was like,
to tickle Schman? Is that weird?
I don't tickle him, no. Do you tickle Schmigs?
If I can't get a laugh out of Schmigs, I start tickling him because I have to get a laugh. I'm like, I am not leaving this room until you laugh.
Well, what is going on at your house over the weekend, by the way? So Schmigs has now got a bald spot. Your eye doesn't look any better. What's going on?
Another reason why the listeners are so invested in our lives. I mean, they've suggested everything from top ramen noodle juice to urine to having a bukkake and just like coming on my face. I mean, the list goes on and on of symptoms and like cures. I'm like, listen, I think that the gummy substance would actually hurt. I don't know. Listen, I've been to the Minute Clinic. It's not really helpful.
You gotta go to a real eye doctor.
Yeah, people keep saying, hey, age, Minute Clinics are not doctors. But my schedule's been busy, and I went to a Minute Clinic. I got antibiotic drops. They didn't help. I've been doing it for a week, so I've got to go to an actual like optometrist or ophthalmologist, one of the ologists.
Does it hurt? What's
it doesn't
going
hurt.
On? So it's still like kind of pussing though,
it's
which
still
is weird.
Watery. It's not really mucusy. I wake up with crystallized stuff. So it's not like gloopy. There's no real boogers. Sorry to be graphic, but that's really what I'm dealing with. I've used tea bags. I've used Collyrium eye wash. So there's so much stuff that I've been using, but I'm going to figure it out.
None of it is working though.
None of it's really working.
I think you have something stuck in it. See, my theory is from the desert that you might have like a little piece of hay, rock, dust, like stuff can get stuck in there. It's like
a little piece of hay, maybe one of those dust weeds, bulls that run through the streets in Nevada. No, I could totally see that.
We witnessed a dust storm. You probably got something in your eye. They got to flush it out. That's all.
And you sure as hell know I was recording that whole thing. I had to put it on my story.
Wait, can we show Schmiggy's bald spot though? People need to diagnose this. I'm kind of concerned actually about this. So AJ comes into work this morning, right? We're prepping for the show, and she's like, "Oh yeah, so." Iggy also has a bald spot. And
we're not doing well, is what Sarah's trying to say. We're falling to pieces, actually. I mean, I'm going, like, my eye is in shambles. Iggy has a bald spot. Yeah, continue.
No. I mean, it's just, I feel so bad. Like, wait, can people really see it, or do you want me to email it to you?
Well, let's see. If I do this is straight up from his head, okay?
Okay, I want to see this. I want you guys to see this, because I want people to know, people think that you have a blocked eye duct.
What?
That could be interesting. Brittany, what is that? Brittany's on our stream, on our YouTube Live, and she says that she thinks it could be a blocked eye duct. That's interesting.
Does that include surgery?
You can kind of see it on now we're looking at the bald spot of Iggy.
No, we're going on to one illness after the other.
What? That's nuts.
Okay, so you guys, this is not in his this is not in the area where balding starts.
Wait, can you scroll out even more? Alopecia, people are saying he might have alopecia.
Yeah, I have thought of that too.
What? But why is this happening now to you guys? What's going on in your lives?
I have no idea. Well, I know he's severely stressed from his job. He starts another job at the Pentagon on Friday or something. So the current job he's in is very stressful.
Okay, so we're hoping that...
I'm hoping that it's something like that. He went to his barber and the guy was like, happens all the time. It's from stress. I see it all the time with my guys. It'll grow back. But I am thinking it could be alopecia. And then if all the hair falls off, like God bless anybody with alopecia, but like all of your hair falls off. You have no hair. You are a naked mole rat. And you know what? I probably caused this on myself because I used to call Schmano. Naked mole rat, and here my man is losing all the hair.
What in the hell? That is so scary.
So either stress and then I've just been, I think, overwhelmed. I've been like, New York, we went to Nevada, we were in LA. I think I was just like moving around a lot and I caught something. Oh. I have no idea.
Oh my God. I love it. Okay. Well, I hope you'll let us show the other picture too at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I
really want to. I think it's so good. I think people can relate.
Can they?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if anyone can relate to this. So
I think they can.
Schmiggy is basically just a little Cinderella. He has 2 birds and they...
wait, how many pets does he have now? He has the dog, 2 birds. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. That's plenty.
His roommate is also considering getting a corgi, so that would just make it a lot. So
I would be moving out. Are you kidding? Like, how many fucking animals do they need?
I really don't know. But the birds tend to wake him up in the morning. They just like chirp in his ear. And I'll always get up before, or I don't know, I just like wake up because I don't want the birds like, gnawing at my face. So I'll get up and I come in and the birds are just all over the bed. I mean, there's little droppings of the birds. The food is on the bed. And a lot of you had said that that's probably what caused the sigh. But I've been with him for years now, so I feel like I would have already contracted some type of bird flu already.
I know. I'm wondering if you guys have some sort of bird fluenza or whatever. Because, I mean, they do get out and then they shit around the apartment. I mean, like, there could be stuff. Yeah. Like, you could have...
No, they don't go outside. They stay in the apartment, like, all the time. But they just,
Oh, I don't know how you do it.
Too.
No. Anyway.
It's life. It makes for good content. I've got a full 5 minutes set for stand-up. We got a plan to go.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You've been writing that?
Well, really, I have done nothing. It's just my life is in shambles.
I was going to say endless material. What? All right. Well, look, we had an amazing weekend at Park Potomac. If you came out on Friday night, it was awesome. We're actually going to air that episode probably tomorrow. So you'll get to see it. But so many of you guys were terrific and just you had all your thoughts to share with us, which was hilarious.
If you have a baby, our listeners think that it's going to be a boy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so disappointing.
Why? You can't say, you cannot say that. You cannot say that.
I know, but I really don't want a boy. Oh I know. All I want is a healthy child, really. But everybody says that little boys, like I was talking to Dr. Shelby because she's going to be on Wednesday's show and she's going to talk about how to get pregnant. And she was saying that little boys like absolutely love their moms. So, I think in that way it would be amazing.
Yes. And I think Schman...
I just want a healthy kid. Like, you have to be so grateful for a healthy child. So I cannot... No.
Of course. But here she is, first thing.
But I mean, if I had my druthers, like if I had my way, like one or the other.
I would probably want a little girl.
But anyway, we did want to say thank you to Park Potomac before we get into the show. Park Potomac is amazing. They're located right at the 270 Spur in Potomac, Maryland. They have unbelievable stores. They have the original Founding Farmers restaurant there. Harris Teeter. You can shop, eat, live, work. ParkPotomac.com is the website. So definitely go check them out. And we'll have more of that podcast on for you very, very soon. Also, AJ, are you coming with me? But this Saturday is Monique Samuel. So we're going into the Columbus Day weekend. But Monique Samuels is having her brunch live podcast show. I'm going to be there. Hopefully AJ is coming. It's at City Winery. Tickets, VIP tickets, regular admission tickets, all still for sale. You can go to notforlazymoms.com. It's an ongoing live podcast brunch mini series. So the best part is you can come around 11. We're all going to get our drinks on. You can have cocktails, VIP meet and greet, and networking opportunities. As with all Not for Lazy Moms events, the setting is perfect for a couple's outing or meeting place for friends. Either way, the goal is to empower each guest in their relationship, friendship, business, family, life. So again, you can go. It's October 12th. The honeymoon phase is over, is the title of the show. And Karen Huger is going to be there, who we absolutely love. Also featuring Poet from WPGC. Doors open at 11 a.m. The live podcast discussion starts at 12:30 p.m. I'll be there. There's a private red carpet VIP and meet and greet, 11 a.m. to noontime if you get your tickets. City Winery there in Washington, D.C. And you can purchase tickets by going to notforlazymoms.com. So absolutely check them out.
That's going to be fun. It's a brunch event, which is so fun.
Or are you in town this weekend?
I am indeed in town, and I will be there sipping on a mimosa, chugging it down with a Bloody Mary.
All right, I think it'll be really good. I want to go too. We have a ton to get to in this show, by the way. Okay, so we always do pineapple mail on Mondays. We have two really great pineapple mail stories. One from a woman. She's been sick all weekend. She's been dating a man almost 9 years. They lived together 7 years. She had to move away for a job opportunity, so they're currently doing long distance.
Wow.
He was supposed to come visit her, but he does not want to come visit her because of this reason. So we'll get into that. And then also we got an email that just says, "Help! I had sex with my ex. What do I do?" Girl, I don't know. Keep having sex with him. Was it good? How is that one a hard one?
Yeah, I have so many questions. Sometimes with these pineapple mails, I love them so much, but there's so many questions that come along with it. You just title it, "I have sex with my ex." There's so many questions.
I have so many questions. So we'll talk all about that too. So I want to talk about that, but there's some really great stories. Like, did you guys see, by the way, the story of the woman, the influencer who did a time-lapse video of herself, like wallpapering her apartment?
Yes.
Only like her boyfriend, well, I think it's actually her husband, was in the video. And then people have been trolling her. This video has been viewed more than 10 million times over the weekend. And essentially people are just giving her like such a hard time because during the video, this chick moves furniture, the bed, and then puts up wallpaper, and he's checking out his phone.
I had to say, I watched it. He did help a little bit, but also you can probably imagine that this is totally her. Like, she asked him, "Hey, I'm doing this project. Like, can you just like be in the room and help?"
He literally lays down on the ground.
Well, yeah, but like he's nice for even being there. This is their room, and she's putting up female ass wallpaper. Like, no wonder he doesn't want to help. He's like, "Can we get some some neutral unisex wallpaper? Why does it have to be orange flowers? Also, it's hideous."
Well, Emily, whose Twitter handle is @HouseandHens, shared the 2-minute video on Wednesday, and it since, of course, had more than 10 million views and a lot of backlash. The video shows the two of them, but mostly Emily moving her bed, changing the wallpaper, which people had a lot of opinions on, paint a bedside table and arrange the room, while he is oftentimes looking out the window, totally chilling on his phone and laying down. Moral of this video is that women are more hardworking than men, one Twitter user commented.
Well, thank you. Yes, especially with home projects.
But I was saying this, like, Dan does so much of the housework. Like, he does so much. But I do the home improvement projects, I'd say. Like, I painted the pickled ginger wall in our apartment. I told him, like, where to put up the pictures, and he, like, helped.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, I do all that. Does Schmicky do any home improvement projects?
Well, the one time he put up a shelf, he had a lot of issues there. But he definitely looks hot with like a little tool belt on, shirtless. So we make him do a lot of housework. But he lives with his roommate, so he has to do a lot of it. I mean, they put together, IKEA is literally idiot-proof. If you can't build an IKEA... The manual, it gives you picturesque step by step.
Oh, I can never figure that shit out. I literally brought a dresser over there once. I think I pulled it out. It had so many nuts and pegs. I looked at it. I was like, ah! I packed it right back up. I drove back out to College Park. I was like, y'all are, you're kidding, right? This is some sort of fucking joke that you have like 200 pieces to this dresser. I'll pass, y'all.
I gotta say, I think it may make it pretty clear. They show you pictures of the nails that you're supposed to use.
Do you actually enjoy doing IKEA projects? They're the worst to me. They're a nightmare. They actually have people on Craigslist that you can hire to put the stuff together. It's so complicated.
Well, that's how I'll pay my New York rent.
Seriously, yeah. You can go. Are you kidding? You make like $50 an hour.
Well, here where we record Podcast Village, you sure as hell believe they put me with all the projects. All those bookshelves downstairs, you're looking at it.
Really? Were those IKEA?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, just open a bottle of wine, turn
you're
on
amazing.
some music.
That's a talent, because I have zero patience for any of that crap. I could never. I haven't been to an IKEA. I went one time because everybody raved about it. It was such a nightmare. I've never been back. I couldn't even tell you. People go for the meatballs. No thanks, pass.
Meatballs are incredible. They also have this fish paste, very Swedish, very Sweden. No, it's so good. And they have
very Sweden.
These pickled. Anyways, it's it's a type of fish, but I can't remember the name of it. It's my mom loves it. I don't know. We eat really weird stuff, but they sell it at IKEA. You can get those Cinnabons for like $1. Hot dogs for $1. It's like Costco. Do you like Costco?
No, have never eaten there.
You suck. God.
I know. I told you I don't eat anything.
She likes watching documentaries, guys. So.
I like watching documentaries, and I eat the same stuff over and over. And like I said, there's so many fast food places I've never eaten. Like my palate has become so small. Like It really has.
You don't get bored of that? I mean, I did see your. Of course, I watched Sarah's stories.
My stomach can't handle it.
Your stomach can't handle it. Are you lactose intolerant?
No.
Okay.
I'm back eating dairy. I don't know. I just I just can't eat anything. Like now I feel like I've sort of veganed out. So like now even the vegan foods give me like horrible acid indigestion. Like I have to eat very
gives
plain.
You bad indigestion? But vegan is plain.
But it's not because now they mix in a lot of stuff like, the Beyond Burgers and the satay.
Okay.
Like, have you ever heard of like satay or whatever? I don't know. It's some soybean based. It's like too much. I'm very plain Jane. Like, I started watching Pioneer Woman on the Food Network. And now I'm just going to make she does like a chicken skillet lasagna. I'm super excited about it.
Chicken skillet lasagna. That sounds really yummy. That sounds like normal food, actually.
I'm basically I really can only handle like Italian, light Italian. And very basic
this
Mexican.
Bitch just wants pizza and pasta, honestly, is what I'm hearing. So that's great. Okay.
I know.
What do you eat at Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the holidays?
Actually, well, that was funny because we were talking about this too. You know, they're making more announcements of all the stores that are going to be closed on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
So Costco is going to be closed. Actually, wait, let me bring up the name of the list. Bloomingdale's is going to be closed. Costco, Home Goods, Lowe's among retailers that are closing on Thanksgiving to give time with people's families.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, but am I the only one? Like, what else are you going to do on Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is my least favorite holiday.
What?
You eat yourself sick. It is true. Who likes Thanksgiving?
Who doesn't like? Thank you, Alyssa. Get this woman on camera. Everyone needs to weigh in on this.
I'm admitting it. Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday. I love love. I'm obsessed with love.
I mean, I guess
I'm
I do
obsessed
too,
with
but
love and
Valentine's Day?
Like Valentine's Day, Christmas is number 2.
Everyone always says Halloween. I got to say, yeah, Halloween.
Those are my top 3. Thanksgiving is not my top 3.
Okay.
And who wants to eat a bland turkey all the time? Like, turkey is so... I eat turkey like once a year. It's so...
Turkey is so... Obviously, you don't have a chef in your family. Is Sethy not doing it for you?
Seth does the turkey. He does it really good. He'll brine it. It'll be like, it's good. But I'm just so not... Meh. Like, really? You're into Thanksgiving? No, I want something to do. Like, let's go out and shop after. What are you going to do? You socialize with everyone.
Do. Then you go and you wake up at like 3 in the morning and you head on over to all the sales.
Pumpkin pie is the worst. Who eats pumpkin pie? It's so terrible.
My ears are actually bleeding. My ears are bleeding listening to this woman. She's actually a lunatic. Pumpkin pie is incredible.
It's so blah. I don't like.
Who is cooking for you? You know what? We need to get the barefoot Contessa up in this bitch's house because you are not eating right. Mac and cheese? Hello. You can eat as many plates of mac and cheese as you want and not even feel bad about it. You know why? Because it's Thanksgiving.
Okay, and then you eat yourself. You know when you take a nap after eating so much? It
feels amazing.
No, it's your body shutting down so you don't die of blood sugar overdose. Like, that is literally what it is. That is not exciting for me anymore, okay? As someone who was 200 pounds, I don't like to eat myself into a physical coma anymore where your body is trying to recover. Like,
the other
thank
thing,
you. Pumpkin pie, it's
incredible.
No,
what about apple pie?
Is weird.
Do you not like apple pie? Do you like pie?
No.
Okay, well, there's problem number 1.
Like maybe a coconut cream, maybe.
Oh, I've never even had that. Who are you right now? I'm literally, the aliens have abducted Sarah. They've messed my eye up. Oh, God, this is why don't get Area 51. Okay, the reason Thanksgiving is so great is because you can eat and you can get wasted in front of your family. No one judges you. Thanksgiving, you're back with the fam. You're making fun of Uncle Roy. You're like, oh, Uncle Roy, you're such a weirdo. You know, all your weirdo family members come together and you remember why.
I'm bummed. I mean, I saw this list, Thanksgiving Day 2019, all the stores that are closed. Ace Hardware. Oh, well, that's a big one.
Who needs nails on a Okay, I'm concerned about the people that are last minute. They need to run to the store. Is like Safeway and all the Aldi and the Wegmans, are they open?
BJ's is closed. Costco, Guitar Center. Again, Guitar Center, big loss.
Yet, big loss with that one. Guitar Center.
Hobby Lobby, Home Goods.
Home Goods.
Marshalls, Petco, Sam's Club, Sierra Trading Post, Staples, Steinmart, TJ Maxx, True Value, all closed.
Okay. Staples, yeah, don't think I'm going to be needing, a loose leaf paper or a number 2 pencil.
Your IKEA, Joann Fabric closed. You're kidding.
Joann Fabric. You're probably making a lot of like Midwestern moms that are like my Karen. Oh, God, what are we going to do? These stores are closed. I'm going to freak out. Oh.
Karen, you're yeah.
If there's one woman who's worried about those store clothing.
Soccer mom character.
Well, I got to stop at Joann's Fabric. I got to head over to Costco, grab the the 12-pack of ribs because your father likes them.
That is the truth. Well, you're going to have
What
to
are they
do it
gonna
on
do? We're gonna
Wednesday
have to-
because Thursday it's closed.
Okay, you heard it here first. Prepare for Thanksgiving this year because they're closing them doors.
Very depressing.
Wow. And you said
For me, because I
you
want to
don't
go
even
do
go
something.
Okay,
I don't like
Sarah.
Thanksgiving. I'm just like, it's not, I love Christmas. I love giving gifts to like my niece and my family. Like I love seeing them surprised and happy.
Yes.
Thanksgiving, no. You're talking like a dry turkey and then you're going to top it off with a weird consistency of like pumpkin pie? No.
I will agree with you that the root of the holiday is actually about pillaging lands and just killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So I totally get the bad history, but your girl's eating good on Thanksgiving. Little rit rats.
Little
tell you
rit
what.
rats out there.
Little rit rats. I eat myself silly on Thanksgiving and then I feel like an asshole.
Is anyone surprised that Elizabeth Theranos cannot pay her legal bills? I love this story too from the weekend.
He's another whack nut.
I know. So she is completely. So Elizabeth Holmes, if you haven't been following this story, she's the founder of the completely debunked. It was a total fraud. Theranos. The whole idea of Theranos, if you remember, is that you could go into a Walgreens, just get a prick of blood, and then they could do a whole series of blood tests, which is absolutely not true. It's why you have to go get a vial of blood because they have to use X amount for all the different tests.
Right.
Anyway, so Holmes, 3 Cooley LLP lawyers representing the embattled Theranos founder in a lawsuit want off the case, writing in court papers filed September 30th that Holmes hasn't paid her bill in more than a year. You think? Who thought she could pay her bills? She's batshit crazy.
I'm honestly, I'm surprised that she's a con artist. That's how she's
a
made
con
everyone
artist.
believe. Why would anyone want to help her in court?
And I swear her voice is not real. That.
You don't think it's real?
No. She speaks like a man.
So you think when she goes to jail, she's going to come out of character and she's going to ask for water
Well,
and it's going to be.
People have said it. Remember, she adopted a husky dog and then she would tell everyone it was a wolf. The woman is nuts. She's bat ass. She dropped out of Stanford at 19. Now, if you remember, and I always think this is so interesting to me, she once topped Forbes' list of the world's richest young self-made female billionaires, which was completely not true. That's why I think that stuff is also crap. I don't even think Kylie Jenner's really worth $1 billion. At one point, she was valued to be worth $9 billion. It's completely false. She
Elizabeth
wasn't
Holmes?
worth 10 cents.
Well, it was all built on a lie. Yeah, so it's not. It's not real.
If I were the judge, I wouldn't let those attorneys out. I'd be like, look, you morons took her on to begin with and you thought that she had the money? Please.
I actually have no money to my name, so yeah.
She doesn't. Yeah, she has not.
Joke's on you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And this husky is not really a wolf. No kidding, you dumbass. Anyway, I'm obsessed with that. I've watched that documentary. I love it.
The documentary is insane.
Insane.
And I don't know if it's her look, but these people always have a certain look about them. It's you didn't know she was crazy. Was it
She's
Britney
complete
Spears?
Crazy eyes.
Was
Britney
it the raccoon
Spears.
eyes or
Britney Spears, take one gander at her Instagram. You know she's a nut. Who?
She's been warning us for years, people.
Perhaps it's the weave that's always 6 inches crooked. Guys, there's some sure signs, okay? There are some real, telltale signs with people that they're batshit. And the eyes always speak volumes.
The eyes are the window to the soul. Clearly, this is a lunatic.
My God. Lunatic.
Lunatic. But, and you know what? Her family really never comes out with a lot of remarks.
You think? What are they going to say? Well, she's, and she was born in D.C., so she was born in an upper middle class family in Bethesda.
Oh, and her mom, Kathy,
they
is not
scamming.
They scheming.
They scamming. Yeah, and she wanted to have more money and more clout and class. So then she moves out, goes to Stanford. So she was smart.
Well, yeah, she got into Stanford, unless that was a hoax too.
She legitimately got in, but can you believe she dropped out because and she went to her biology teacher and gave them the patent. They were like, it won't work. The people at Stanford who actually are scientists are yeah, not going to work. She's like, screw you, I'll go out. And then she ends up tricking a bunch of richer guys into giving her billions of dollars.
Then she started dating a way older man, probably just to get in more and make it. Wasn't he a huge investor or he knew the investors?
Yeah. He was really rich too.
So she was scheming you with her mind and her
pussy.
vagina.
Okay.
Hey, yo, she's using all them avenues.
All them avenues.
She's dangerous. This is the type of woman that actually should be incarcerated in one of those protective, alone cells.
Hands down. Oh, because this chick will scheme in jail, too.
She'll have her own ring in jail. I'm sure of it. She'll create the next get out of jail free card in jail. Yeah, she's going to be scheming and scheming until she dies, honestly.
Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens. She better go to jail. She probably won't. She'll get probation. We'll all be outraged.
Well, she didn't kill anybody. So I level the crimes. You didn't kill anybody. Now, the police officer that walked into the wrong apartment building killed a man in his own home while he's sitting there enjoying a bowl of ice cream.
That story is nuts.
That, to me, is a worse crime than, Elizabeth Holmes.
It got crazier over the weekend, by the way.
Yeah, you have an update
we were talking
about that.
Well, now, I mean, everyone watching and listening has followed the case of Botham Jean. He's the innocent man when the Amber Geiger, the Dallas police officer, walked into the wrong apartment and then ended up shooting him. Hardly performed CPR, was sentenced to 10 years in jail. She'll be out in like 6 or 7. But now one of the star witnesses for the prosecution who testified against Amber, Joshua Brown, was gunned down on Friday night into Saturday morning. This is what I find fascinating. I think this is all, absolutely something happened to him. 100% somebody killed him intentionally, wanted him dead in connection to this case. Because Joshua Brown, now it's been revealed by the New York Post, was expected to testify in a lawsuit against Dallas police. I guarantee, like a former law enforcement, someone killed him. 100%.
So, and what was his witness testimony, or what was he planning on saying?
Across the hall from Botham Jean. So he first heard the shots and just talked about, what a great neighbor he was, and that, and basically like he saw Geiger leaving the apartment, all that stuff. A very powerful testimony for the prosecution against her. And then now was going to also be in the civil lawsuit, which I'm assuming is probably from Jean's family, against Dallas police.
Would have testified in civil case against the Dallas police. This is the case that
This case is just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I think people are going to be even more outraged because I think she'll be out in like 6 years.
No, and
for
also
taking an innocent guy's life.
Innocent?
I don't know. That story blows my mind. Hardly performed CPR on him.
It's just, to me, it's like, what was the jury? Like, who was selected for the jury? I would have immediately, they didn't even deliberate for that long.
They didn't. They found her guilty immediately, but a lot of people are upset that they only sentenced her to 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah. And then, of course, like everybody, and of course, the internet has had a lot of opinions on this, but the judge hugged her.
Yeah, that was weird to me.
Jean's brother came off the stand, wanted to hug her, said that he forgave her.
I understand that because you need closure, but why the judge? The judge should not be having any contact with anyone that's on trial for murder. That really bothered me.
I just think, she appeared to be remorseful, whether that, I don't know if I believe that was sincere.
Course. Yeah, but
I think what was so disturbing to me is you murder somebody, how the next day or two you're texting a married man who you're having sex with, which is what she was doing.
Right. And I think why she was like,
you're a cop, and she tried to delete all of her text messages. It's like, you're a cop. You know that they exist. I don't know. And not to really perform CPR on him. I'm just like,
when you are in the wrong. Also, you're a cop. She missed so many signs. I don't know how they need a new test, okay, for cops, okay? Because she should not be a cop. She didn't notice any of the signs when you're walking. There was plants in the hallway. You should notice things if you're a cop. You should be perceptive. You should be looking at your surroundings.
I have walked into other people's apartments, I will say.
Well, you're not a cop, Sarah Fraser. You're just like
well, that's what I mean. And the problem is, too, now everyone's armed. So, guns just up the ante.
Right.
But now it's like, oh, my God, I think about myself. I've got to really be aware. But, yeah, I do that all the time. I get off on the wrong floor and I go to like apartment number whatever.
Yep.
432. And I don't really live on the 4th floor. And then I try to use my key and get into their door.
But
they could totally shoot me.
Your key wouldn't even work for...
But I did have not the other day, but like a couple months ago, I had one of the maintenance people in my building walk into my apartment. They had the key to my... Yeah. And they were like, oh my God, we're so sorry we entered the wrong apartment. I'm like,
did they knock?
Guys,
or
no,
they were...
No.
That's
and I was getting
weird.
ready. I know.
You were getting ready?
Yes. I was dressed. But
but still imagine.
Isn't that crazy? I'm like, oh my God. And they were very apologetic, very upset.
And you could have been armed.
Right. That's so scary.
But you know what the problem with this is it was the intruder. What technically she was coming in. This man didn't even have time to defend himself. She was like defending herself in her home, but it wasn't even.
I know that story.
Do you believe? And then, what do you think when he was sitting down? Her side of the story was he was coming up with his hands up, like approaching her. His side, family's or whatever side of the story was that he was sitting on his couch, didn't even have time to get up because he was shot from up top. Like
I don't think
injury.
He had any time to get up.
I think he was eating his ice cream and no CPR. She didn't even bandage his wound. She's out here sleeping with married men who she said she wasn't sleeping with, but she's on the phone with him.
You've got all the judgment. Wow, you are just...
I am heated about this debate, especially in this climate. Has to be a white woman. No, I honestly, I cannot stand cheaters, and it just makes it all the worse, all the more worse.
All right, well, let me just get to a commercial here.
I hope she finds light and love, okay? But I have no patience or love out to Amber.
I guess not. Yeah, you're not feeling any remorse for Amber.
You feel okay, you're over here hating
either.
on Thanksgiving and loving Amber.
No, I do not. Amber...
I think she's stupid.
I think Amber did not realize the ramifications of her actions until she's sitting in court realizing, oh shit, I'm going to jail for 10 or 15 years. I don't know if I could forgive like that family has, because this was so senseless. And I think what's disappointing is she's not going to do the 10 years. She's going to do 6. She's going to do 5.5.
Right, for good behavior.
And that's not long enough for someone who's taken the life of a promising young person.
And now the witness, your life was, imagine his life.
And I think that is 100% either a former cop, that is somebody that knows that his testimony was very impactful and they wanted him dead. 100%. And I mean, I just can't believe you mean that's random? Maybe.
Yeah,
no,
it's got to be connected. It was a series of events. And Joshua, his door was actually open because the lock was broke. I don't know. This case, I'm so interested. I'm intrigued. Yeah,
it's wild. All right. Well, look, we do want to take a quick break. I want to thank one of our sponsors. You guys know the best way to support this show is to frequent our sponsors. And I actually am really excited about this one. Have you guys heard of Skillshare? It's an online learning community with thousands of amazing classes covering dozens of creative and entrepreneurial skills. You can take classes on everything from photography to, we were just doing one on video editing for Premiere. I can't even begin to tell you all the classes. Here are just a few of them: illustration, graphic design, photography, creative writing, animation, fine art, film and video marketing, all at your fingertips. So whether you're returning to a long-time passion project, challenging yourself to get outside your comfort zone, or simply exploring something new, Skillshare has classes for you. I'm really excited. As I mentioned, we've been on Skillshare. We're using it. Also, it's a lifelong learning opportunity, which is so important for all of us. And especially if you're trying to challenge yourself, maybe start your own business. I really like Skillshare because it's also very user-friendly. The videos are easy to watch. AJ's bringing it up now. It's literally you just watch it. You can stop and start anytime you want. So it's not like a class where you have to be in attendance. You have to stay there. Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for our listeners. Get 2 months of Skillshare for free. That's right. Skillshare is offering Hey Frase listeners 2 months of unlimited access to thousands of classes. To sign up, go to Skillshare.com/HeyFrase. Again, go to Skillshare.com/HeyFrase to start your 2 months now. That's Skillshare.com/HeyFrase. And when you use that code, Skillshare.com/HeyFrase, you'll automatically have the code and be entered. Check it out. I'm really excited about this new sponsor. It's just so user-friendly and you can learn so much. And of course, once you sign up, you have access, if you start for photography, but then you want to learn about entrepreneurial work or entrepreneurship, boom, that's right there too. So you can do it all. So I'm really excited about that. Also, I think I kind of teased this on my social media, but I am working with Goodwill. I'm hosting a new podcast for them called Finding Your Good. So Finding Your Good is going to begin on or about August. We're past August, October 16th. And it's all about DC of Greater Washington, their Goodwill stores. But not only that, some of the amazing creative people that work with them. So upscaling, I learned so much about just sustainable fashion. They have local musicians on, how they incorporate Goodwill into their business, their companies. It's a really fascinating, super fun podcast, very short episodes, just about 15 minutes. New episode is coming out every week. It's called Finding Your Good. Look for it on iTunes. I'm going to be playing a snippet benefit of it, but I was honored that they thought of me to host, and I loved. Talk about some local photographers, and they just shoot stylists who only use upcycled clothing. Which is
That's really cool.
I know, and that's like right up your alley.
I love upscaling. You guys know I love.
Yeah, you're so good at that.
You can really find amazing pieces that are hardly worn too. That's how amazing. Like you can find consignment stores in Goodwill, and it just there's still good use out there for clothes.
Follow them on Instagram, by the way, Finding Your Good. And then October 16th, on or about, that's when the podcast will be out. Poppin' is everything that you need to know in pop culture. I cannot believe this, but my boyfriend, Fred Smoot, has been arrested and I believe is still in jail in Virginia. This is so. Fred Smoot, the former football player, he's been on this show. Of course, you know him from the Love Boat incident when he was out with the Minnesota Vikings. He rented like 2 boats. It was just like strippers porn and like dildos. He apparently was arrested for driving on a suspended license. I don't know if he didn't have insurance or if his car wasn't registered. Oh my God, my boyfriend. Look at him.
Look at him.
I love him so much. Is Smoot okay? I believe he's still in jail. He's being held without bond in Amherst County, Virginia, which I'd never heard of.
Smoot is so fine. He has friends actually in the Slammer.
He's got a 1 pound dick, everybody, and I'm telling you.
Yeah,
one of these days I'm going to see it.
He's getting fed delicious food in there. Do not worry about our good old Smoot.
Had some outstanding tickets, and that's why he was arrested.
Why isn't he paying tickets? He's got the money,
he's
supposedly.
A busy man. He's on television.
Busy man. You know what? He's out there slinging around that dick. That's why he's so busy. Pisses me off. I think he should stay in there longer.
What? What do you judge AJ? AJ's over here like giving sentences for everybody. My boyfriend.
I know, right?
Look at the poor guy. And he's trying to run like a marijuana empire. I love Smoot.
He didn't do anything wrong. He just forgot to pay a couple tickets, which we've all been there.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, driving on a suspended license, everybody knows is like a major violation. Like, I mean, they really get mad at you when you do that. Like, there's really no excuse because, like, your license is good for 10 years. They get really pissed at you when you don't have like a current license.
They also give you tons of warnings. Like
tons.
You get
several
emails,
mailings. Yeah.
Mailings. You've got to kind of be aware of that. You can't ignore that.
All right. Well, if anyone, I got to text him. I'm ready to bail him out. That's what I told Dan.
You're ready to bail? Well, what is the bond set at? What's the bond? Like?
Well, they're not even holding him with bond. Like they're going to make him stay in jail till he pays all of his court fees.
Oh, so that's what he needs to be.
Yeah.
Whatever fees, the
tickets and everything.
Hey, that can't be much.
I hope he's out.
He should be. Just put it on the card, Smoot.
How do you feel about Miley Cyrus? She just wants to have an acai bowl and make out with Cody Simpson.
Okay, you want to know what I'm here for?
Yeah.
This and Thanksgiving. I'm here for this.
So people are slut-shaming Miley Cyrus because she was with Caitlyn Carter, okay, for like a hot second. And then Caitlyn Carter was with Brody Jenner for like a hot second. And now she's moved on to Cody Simpson. And Miley's just out here living her best life, but she's getting slut-shamed. How are we feeling about it? She's also getting body shamed because people feel like she's lost a lot of weight.
Well, I mean, have you seen her mom, Tish? Her name is Tish. She's made of Tish and Tosh. There's not much body to be had. Miley's always been kind of skinny. And you're out there eating acai bowls, which, can either be healthy or not. We always we find the most fattening PB&J acai bowls, but I think Miley is probably eating like the green bowls.
She's eating the ones without sugar, but we're eating the ones with sugar.
Yeah, we're out here trying to gain the weight.
I don't know why people are slut-shaming her. Like, good for her. Get whatever you want. You're now single. You're getting divorced. Get it, girl.
Well, okay, so my thought was she's out there. She's seen with Cody Simpson. He came out with a video like a long time ago. They resurfaced. He's like, I've always been in love with Miley. She's finally getting the love she deserves. You know what I'm saying? Her long-lost love, Liam, never worked out. Then she was exploring a little bit. And she came out with the tweet that basically said, if Trump can grab him by the pussy, why can't I have a kiss in an acai bowl?
You can. Just ignore what people are saying. Who cares? People are always going to weigh in.
And then people are like, why don't you date inside your house?
People tell us all the time.
Why would I?
You don't have sex enough and that they're disappointed that we're having kids. I mean, it's like, what? I just don't take it personally. I'm like, okay, good. Everyone's got an opinion. Who cares?
That is true. Everyone does. But I don't know why she's so, okay. Women.
I'm only going to be surprised if she and her mom end up coming out and having a relationship. Like, that's the only time I'm going to comment.
Time will be shocked. I'm waiting for somebody to date Caitlyn Jenner. Can someone young.
Caitlyn's dating a 22-year-old.
Wait, the
blonde one that she's with all the time. Yeah, Caitlyn's got a girlfriend. Yeah.
I didn't know the age difference. I wanted her younger. Okay.
I'm not sure if she's trans or not. Yeah.
That's what I had thought.
Get it, Kate. Yes. I cannot imagine. I don't care. I know that they built her a new vagina, but I am not here for 68-year-old snatch. Like,
It's all reconstructed. It looks nice. You want to take a look at it, Sarah? I promise
I do, actually, but I'm like,
It is Kris Jenner approved.
I'll be knocking boots at 68, but it will be with some other 68-year-old. Like, when I'm that age, I gotta look at someone else's parts that look like mine, not vice versa.
I don't know, Sarah. I feel like
you imagine how droopy our vaginas are gonna be? You're gonna have to lay them on a pillow, like just the lips. It's just gonna be crazy.
You guys gotta watch Nikki Glaser. She's got a ham sandwich vagina and she talks all about it. She's like, look, let's be honest about it. Yeah, it looks like a ham sandwich. It's funny. Loved that part.
We gotta talk about that next. But I wanna get to Pineapple Mail. We have 2 of them really quickly, and then we have a lot of other things we'll get to on Wednesday show. So Pineapple Mail, first one, what are your thoughts? A listener writes to us. She wants to know, she's been dating a man for like 7, actually I think it's 9 years. They lived together 7 years. He has kids. Okay. She had to move away for a job opportunity these past couple of years. She was sick this past weekend. He was supposed to come visit her, and he refused because he didn't want to get sick. Is that selfish?
All right. Who wants to go first? Because I have 2 questions that follow.
And then, Alyssa, I need my phone because I put this on the social, and a lot of people have thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's selfish. I'd be really mad at Dan. Like, you can at least drop off chicken noodle soup. You don't have to stay with me, but, like, you've got to... Yeah.
But, okay. So how often do you guys see each other? Was it the one time a month that this is your weekend? Then yes, I agree. He should have at least come to see you. You guys have been probably sick together at your house. So, you should be able to be together and you be ill. Secondly, he can also send a chicken noodle to your door. It's called Postmates. Look it up. It's an app. They deliver right to your door. Okay. And 3, he does have kids though, and he may not want to get his kids sick.
Okay, well, people are all over the map on this. Lindsay says not cool. Rice Carb says, yeah, they might have something important coming up, i.e. job interview. He doesn't need to come help you when you're sick. Depends on what you need and how sick you are. Super sick, they better be there. Samantha writes, no, they should go take care of you. Bring soup, watch movies. Jay Watt says, depends. My boyfriend is a nurse, so it's more for spreading to patients too. Ooh. Then this other woman writes, how sick is the person? They have the flu. Maybe stay away on the couch. People are saying no. Yes, until you put a ring on it, you're not forced to share in it. Oh. Okay.
You disagree?
Yeah, I'd be bad if Schman didn't drop off soup or something. Wouldn't you? I mean, yeah, 100%. I mean, help me a little bit. Like when you're sick, you can't do anything for yourself.
That is true.
Like, order yourself a mask, get a bandana on your nose and face, get gloves on, and come over and drop off some chicken noodle soup for me.
And use some hand sanitizer after.
Last one. How do you feel about this? A listener wrote to us and she said, I had sex with my ex-husband and she wants to know our thoughts on this.
Well, honey, boo-boo, child, lover, sister, friend. Well, this is my thoughts.
Go ahead. Have you had sex with an ex? I love this.
Well, I've gone back to an ex, but it wasn't while I was like dating another person. And the 2 of them are both dating new people.
Yeah. Here's what she writes.
God, this is so juicy.
She writes, help. I had sex with my ex-husband. We're both dating other people. We've always been friendly, but now what? I don't think I want to get back together with him, and I have no idea how he feels. It just kind of ended up happening a couple of weekends ago when we were hanging out and he was dropping some stuff off at my place.
And yet I find it interesting. Why were you 2 hanging out? Were you dropping off the leftover stuff? Like, I find it interesting.
Look, people like break up and get back together. Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one.
The dick must be real good if she's, sorry, I think I left a bandana at your place. Can you drop it off? Also, I'm like 2 bottles of Cabernet in. Whoops. And then his dick falls into her vagina.
First of all, I would not be embarrassed about it. I think it happens all the time, way more than people think.
Yes.
Y'all got to get your ish together, though. If you're dating other people and you're serious with those people, you either got to cut it off, like cut off your ex-sex or cut it off with the person. Yeah. Get your ish together. But I don't know, maybe you guys want to just have sex and hang out. Tons of people who are exes then get back together. Divorced. They remarry again.
Divorce is a huge thing, and if it didn't end that badly, I mean, you're sure as hell probably thinking about that person.
If you guys are both dating other people, then probably you're getting sex from those other people. So I'm thinking that there's something more there between you guys. Because you guys are already getting it.
That's right.
So why are you getting it from each other?
Depressed home alone. You can just call your person that you're with. Or,
I'd love to know if you've had sex with an ex, then what happened?
You've gone back. I mean, I've gone back because I literally was like drunk and I was like, I miss this person. And I've done it sober too.
I'm trying to think. Really?
It's also really fun because it's like the forbidden fruit. You've
been divorced.
We already broke
like,
up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you literally have like 2 glasses of wine. You're like, wait, this would be so fun if we had sex. What?
Send us photos.
Yeah, can we? Well,
I want to see what he looks like.
same. I want to keep it hidden. Now, everybody. Oh God. You know what? I love talking to you.
We're just talking out. Well, let us know your thoughts, you guys. We love you so much. Thank you for tuning into the show. Please, by the way, share the show with someone who has never heard us. We love you.
Share.
We're obsessed with you guys. Tell somebody about the Hey Frase pod. Love you. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Oh, what are we dropping?
Hey, Fraser, like it.
Hey, Fraser, like it. Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah.